emva kwethu bafuna ukusifundisa ngamasiko. Futhi siyilokhu esikho we-Afrika siyazindla ngawe. Abantu bangempela igazi loqobo likeleza othulini nasekukuhleni. Abantu bangempela igazi loqobo likeleza othulini nasekukuhleni. Bafuna ukusitshela ngathi amaqhawe ame emva kwethu bafuna ukusifundisa ngamasiko. Futhi siyilokhu esikho we-Afrika siyazindla ngawe. Abantu bangempela igazi loqobo likeleza othulini nasekukuhleni. Abantu bangempela igazi loqobo ukuzitshela ngathi kodwa ngeke sizwe amaqhawe ame emva kwethu bafuna ukusifundisa ngamasiko futhi siyilokhu esiyikho we-Afrika siyazindla ngawe abantu bangempela igazi loqobo likeleza othulini nasekukuhleni abantu bangempela igazi loqobo likeleza othulini nasekukuhleni bafuna ukusitshela ngathi kodwa ngeke sizwe
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's fish. Man, I've been looking forward to this one. I'm a little, nope, not glowy. We're kind of blocking things. It's gonna have to do. Fresh day, fresh cut, fresh new vibe, my friends. We're gonna rock it here. Speaking is hard this morning. Back to our regular times. Europe caught up with the daylight savings, so I'm back to the 9 a.m. starts, which means copious amounts of coffee and lots of tongue twisting. That's pretty much how she goes. But we're here to have a little fun today. We're on South Africa. I'm really pumped to just start getting out there and exploring. I got some business to take care of, some things to talk about. We'll touch base on a few things. I'll kind of let you know where we're standing on stuff. And of course, it's all things The Angler while you're here. So if you have anything you want to throw out there throughout the stream, please don't hold back. Man. Yeah, I had to get her cut. Okay, all right. Before the elephant in the room. I've been wearing a hat for so long because my last cut screwed up. Okay, it's screwed up. I do this thing called a gentleman's cut. They stick a line in your head and everything goes to the one side, and it's like, I like it, it's fresh. But they screwed up and they moved it over too far. So after like 2 weeks last time, I had this like peach fuzz that grew into like, and I just couldn't do it. So I wore a hat for 4 months to let it grow out. Let me just, they did it again. So I got 2 weeks and I'm back to the hat. And I gotta grow it out again. All right, so let's get rocking to that side of the way, because man, whenever I get a cut and I'm not wearing a hat, I surprisingly get DMs about it. So I'm here on South Africa. I'm gonna, I'm tempted to throw a few in here. I picked up the challenges here, and I figure I'm just gonna start working on them. I am currently in set in showing offline. Now, let me just address that. We have a known issues list. Please go and check it out if you are having any issues. I urge you check that beforehand. Our team is actually hard at work. We're looking to bring a new patch at some point here as soon as possible. We had some crashing going on. We're really pleased to say that we've significantly reduced it, but we haven't fully cured it. So that is something the team is focused on. It's all hands on deck. They're all trying to lend a hand where they can to get things going right now. So thank you for the patience. It should be coming. It's been going pretty well otherwise. I would say South Africa has been a bit of a hit. From everything I hear from everybody, this map is off the hook. Do I not have any sounds coming through here? I did. You gotta love it. Thank you. Windows. Actually, it wasn't Windows' fault. It is whenever I do NVIDIA. Let me do that over on the screen. NVIDIA GeForce likes to mess me around. Watch, my sound is going to be... Yeah, it totally is. That is not what you're supposed to be set at. Pow. That should be it now. Wait, do I sound funny? Test. Is that better? Test. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it took it all off my Go XLR. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, so that should be good. And I should have sounds now. Literally did that right beforehand. How did that sound good? According to Windows, my webcam was recording my audio, which is just bizarre. But, nothing's alive if you don't have some sort of fun little, hey, here's a wrench to throw into the engine. Cogs are turning, but we're not. Good morning, Letful. How's it going? Teak, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, I've seen you've had some busy days as of late. Just saw your comment in there. Congrats. I'm glad you got that sorted. It's always a fun thing to sort out, isn't it? All right, let's just throw a line in the water and see what happens. Oh, man, that radio voice. Sunday. Oh, I guess that's an announcer. Oh, shiny head. Did we go shiny? Are we shiny? Oh, yeah, look at that. Why did that suddenly change, too? There. I put my hand forward because it's I can see it. And now I got this bleed on the screen. This is how my day has gone this morning. I had to get things sorted for my trip, which I leave on Saturday. I'm landing on the shores of Sweden. I'd like to apologize in advance to all of my Swedish friends. There we go. That's better. I land on the shores of Sweden. I leave here Saturday. I arrive there Sunday afternoon, and I'm there through the following week. Actually, I'll be there in the office the whole week. I get to hang out with the crew, which is actually really cool because, in our Stockholm office, we have some of our devs for the Angler and some of our devs for the Hunter. And then they also have their respective studios, which, as you know, the Angler devs are in Liverpool, the majority of them. But some of the Prime folks are also in Stockholm making things happen. So I get to go and hang out with them at head office and have some chit chats and yip yaps and see what they're working on. I can't wait, man. It's always a treat. It really is. Let's get that going. Do we have any, do I have that rolling in the background here? It's not. Which is interesting. Here, let's just get that playing in the background. It's probably nice and quiet. Should be good. Just for a little ambiance. You know what I'm saying? We gonna catch anything in here? What have I got on the line? Let me just take a look. I just threw it out. Ask and you shall receive. Come to me, my pretty. So what do you guys think? How has your South African adventures been going? I've seen a lot of chatter in the Discord, and it's really, really cool. Ow! It's really cool to see that kind of feedback coming in, and we really do appreciate it. You know, it's through your feedback that we're able to better ourselves, our game. Yeah, she's perfect. We'll know your AI. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. What do we got going on here? What do we get? What do we got? We got a little guff. Oh my goodness, a little canary kerper. Just the bronze, but hey, that's okay. Because we got all kinds of things right now. Oh my goodness. Angelic Crusader, how are you? Wow. Wow, I haven't seen you since our ARC server. Well, actually, you popped into one of the streams a little while back. Great to see you. I hope you've been well. I hope you've been well. Always a pleasure. Tony, what's going on, man? What are the list of fish on the map? Well, I'm currently fishing, and I don't have it all memorized. You can check it all out in the Discord. Also, within the game itself. Here, let's just... I suggest going back actually watching the previous stream, where the release streams, where the second release stream. The second reveal stream before release. And we actually spent some time going over the fish, and towards the end we showed all of them, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's a great lineup. Here we go. This is why I'm not going into my handbook right now, because we're gonna just slay today. We're gonna pull in a bunch, make some money, honey. Look, I love the hype. I really do. It's my favorite times. I'll take it. Let's go. Leading up to releases is so much fun. It's honestly what I these days I live for it. Getting that excitement from everybody and being involved with you all with it. It's a blast. But the calm after the storm is nice too. Not the immediate calm, because things have been a little crazy as we've been tracking what everybody's been saying and working on bringing some patches and stuff out and make things, you know, where we want it to be. But as far as things calming down and, you know, I get a chance to be able to jump out here and do some quality fishing and enjoy the new reserve myself, it's a treat. Everybody needs a treat every now and then. Come on, baby, let's go. We're just going to keep pulling bad boys in now. Red Letters, what's going on? Good morning to you, kind sir. Have I learned any Swedish? I'm terrible, Helmer. I'm absolutely terrible. So I started when I was on track to move there. I was supposed to be moving there, but then my mother got sick, and yeah, so that didn't happen. I started using all the apps, trying to learn it, and I'll admit I've been a little slacker since. Not to say I'm a slacker, but just busy with things and stuff. But I do plan to. You know, if it ever comes to fruition and we manage to move there, which is something we're still trying to do, I've got like a 5-year game plan. It's great. Work actually offers, they set it all up. They do Swedish lessons, which, I mean, I've seen a lot of our folks that have relocated there as well. And it's been a blessing for them. So I'm kind of pumped about that. I'm excited. I'd love to even do that while I'm here. Look, I can barely English. You know what I'm saying? I would love to learn a second language. There's so many people in this world that know multiple languages. Makes me feel like that Canadian redneck that I might actually be. I'm just saying. So are we married to float sailing away in a pond inside a cave, or will that be changed? Well, again, your feedback is everything. To be completely honest, I was very surprised, but pleasantly surprised when I saw that addition to the game. I had missed that as we were moving up to it until close to release, and I saw it and I thought, this is fantastic. Obviously, there's still things that, you know, could be fleshed out a little bit, but nice to, you know, finally have that. It's something the community's been requesting for a while, right? And so it's here, and again, through your feedback, we'll try and make it the best experience we possibly can. There's some risks to being a community-driven game, community-driven company, and it's just that, you know, we might bring something, and as we bring it, maybe it's not quite as expected or wanted, and then we need to look at it. But I've also had a lot of good feedback about it as well, you know. Okay, there we go. We got your challenge 1. I only picked up challenge 1 and 2. So we'll just keep throwing this out and see where they go. It's going to be a season's pass for those. That I'm not 100% on. We started with the season pass, which has brought us all the way here to South Africa. I would say that it's the start of a trend, but until it's confirmed, I can neither confirm nor deny. So we'll see where that one goes. But Street obviously loves South Africa. Right on, Mushy Man. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' feedbacks. And actually, surprisingly, and this is something that as a gaming company, it's something we watch for because we don't ever like to ask this stuff, and nobody in the company is ever going to say anything about it. Maybe we could get people to push something on socials, but we never talk about the reviews and such. Like on Steam, it actually really affects us. We're a fledgling game, and it's actually very important. If you guys are enjoying South Africa, maybe take yourself over there and let us know what you think on the reviews. And if you want to see more in the future, let us know in there. It's a great place, I'll tell you. It has a lot of impact, so it's not something we ever like to bring up because it's kind of like, you don't want to sit there with your hat out and say, please go and review us nicely. But I kind of go rogue at times, so I can tell you that it's something that the team watches regularly because it does have an impact. So yeah, it's hard to gauge. That's why I'm asking you straight up, what do you guys think of South Africa? I see it in the community. I'm hanging out with a lot of you. We're bumping elbows in a good way. Not like, get out of my way. I want in front of the line. I'm pretty patient like that. I'm Canadian, sorry, eh? But you know what I'm saying? It's I've seen a lot of what you've all been saying, and I see the excitement out there. Everyone trying to find the best spots. Everyone out there trying to figure out the best setups for each species. And oh man, it's really cool. I take a lot of notes, I gotta tell you. Team killed the spotted bass models. Nice. When's the fix? Oh, sorry, I missed your first one. A bunch of players are caught in a respawn loop. Can't spawn into maps. Ethan says they're working on it. I've been trying to track everything that's going on, and the solutions are in the works. There is actually some big fixes coming. Teams actually. We were Easter weekend was a bit of a challenge, and I know that they're trying to push things around. They've made some big improvements. There's a lot of stuff we can do in the back end for crashes, and that's what they're trying to adjust right now. Patches are always, a patch itself is very involved, and if it's something they can do on the back end without having to push a patch, all I know is I watch the team. I watch and I see all their communication, where they're focused on, and yeah, they're working on that hard right now. That respawn loop. I think I heard someone talking about the cache, but I'm not a support guy, and I don't want to get your hopes up with a possible solution. But if you are being affected by it, make sure you're in the Discord, and hopefully we'll see a solution here ASAP. Figured out parts that's the great part. Absolutely, man. Anywhere in the legendaries for a new map, and so as we get closer, it doesn't take long for them to appear. What were we, about a month, I think, on our last couple? But the focus before that happens, and this is why we do it this way, because it's a completely separate system. Get the content out, the map out, make sure everything is working and everybody's able to play. It's our biggest priority that everything runs smooth, as hopefully you see with the urgency the team puts on it. So once we've got things sorted, it'll be a big push to get the legendaries and the souvenir shop out, which should be happening reasonably soon. God, it's a big treat for us, man. Legendaries are a lot of fun, right? What do you mean no bait attached? I've been slaying with this bait and I didn't bring enough. For the love of Pete. For the love of bait. All right, let's try some cheese. Let's get cheesy with it, baby. I've got some cheesy humor. We'll throw it down. Let's go. Toss it in there. Oh, man. Only complaint so far, the floats and the sheer amount of trees growing in the middle of the roads. Yeah, there's some floating assets. We're aware. We're aware. Sometimes these things hit live, and when it hits the live service, stuff changes. That no matter how much testing, no matter what you do in your own builds, so it'll get sorted, 100%. I know it's not game breaking, but we know it's annoying. I only heard storage in the Jeep. Bolts, man. It's arguably the best thing to come to the game. One of the best quality of life things to come to the game. When it was first suggested, I read it in Discord. I'm like, why is this not in the game? This absolutely needs to be here. And we were all talking about all sorts of things, backpacks, and it takes me back to the 100. We've long talked about putting storage like on quads or something, make them a little more useful. But the Jeeps in this game, we go everywhere with the Jeeps. Thank goodness, because we can now fast travel to them and we can store all of our goodies. Well, we can actually access the store from the boot. That's for all my Liverpoolians watching right now. From the trunk. Yeah, you just walk up and poof, there it is. It's fantastic. I love it, man. What up, Cooch? How you do it? I always say Cooch, all right? I got corrected. It's supposed to be Coach. We need to talk about spelling and soundage. Phonics. Phonics, my man. Love you, brother. I'm sorry I've been saying it wrong for so long. I got corrected. Coach. Coach. I gotta get better. I used to call Tyke. Because how she spells it. That spells tyke. Will fly fishing be added in the future? Let me just consult my oh, that's not the right button. Hold on. There he is. This is my co-host. He co-hosted with me yesterday. I know it's not the angler, but I'm super tickled with this guy, man. This is Robo the Roo. If you haven't seen him, it's our first attempt at any form of merch. And it's a testing ground. And yeah, we'll see. We haven't hit our target yet. So if we hit the target, then hopefully we see a whole lot more. I love this guy. There's another thing that we're not going to tell you, but, you know, I'm kind of open and upfront with you guys. So, yeah, I love this little guy. Over here, right? He's on this side of me because it's like screens are backwards. Yeah, it's kind of cool. What do you think, Robo? Oh, fly fishing. Interesting. I could neither confirm nor deny. There's a very good chance that you're going to see all the popular types of fishing come to the game. Like, I don't want to say yes, I don't want to say no, because, like, you know, it could happen a year or two down the line. I can neither confirm nor deny. And what I mean by that is, at this point, you know, if I were to say what's on the roadmap 3 years from now, I could lose my job, let alone 3 months from now or a year from now. So, yeah, but I'll tell you this. I sound like a broken record, and I'm sorry for this. You know what else I'm sorry for? Putting cheese on my dang line. Do I not have any more? Don't have any. I need to go buy more worms. I'm going to get worms. That's it. We're going to the store real quick. I can't believe I blown through them that fast. Yeah. It's really hard when you guys ask me these questions. I just want to tell you, oh, we're doing this, this, and this. But, you know, there's a lot of lead up to stuff. And we have to make sure, even when things start getting worked on, if they don't meet their expectations, they might get pushed. And so, yeah, we don't like to ever reveal anything before it's close to that time. Because we don't ever want to make a broken promise. That's pretty big. I have to say, I think she's my favorite NPC. She just has so much personality. And, like, she's super pretty. But she's got so much personality, man. I love it. I love it. Okay, what am I doing? I'm here to get baits. And, we want live. How do I not have any of these bad boys? Let's just go ahead and grab a hundy. I wish we had this in the hunter. I'll just say. Our angler devs, they pay attention. And, I'll grab a few more while I'm here. Apparently we don't have... Oh. Well, here, let me just... Oh, yeah, storage is a thing. I need to go and work on some tokens, man. Let's just get rid of said and bring in that just because. And over we go. Nice and close. It's a beautiful thing. I haven't confirmed anything, but you can take it how you like. Yeah, Kip, it's being worked on right now. Any of the issues, all of the issues have a big focus from the team. They're trying to get everything all sorted out. Thank you, Chowder. Appreciate you, my friend. I like having you here, so... No, that's greatly appreciated. I try not to ever say too much, but, you know... I want an award. Yeah, they do awards at work, and I want an award for the most leaks. I don't think I've given out any leaks in a couple weeks. God dang it. Imagine fly fishing would be hard mechanic to do in a game. Could be different cast where it's not fun. I've seen and heard from our team that if they were to try to do something like that, the challenges it could prevent. Yeah. I haven't played since bottom fishing introduced. What do I need to know to continue? What do you need to know? Lots of things have been added, little minor adjustments. Your best bet's just to jump in and start taking it by the numbers, my man. I like to tell people if they're a new player or a returning player, you know, if you're a new player, it's a little different. Get in, do tutorials, move around, that sort of thing. But if you're a returning player, just go and focus those missions. It moves you around every reserve nicely. All the maps have a nice flow with the missions. And actually, South Africa, we have these fishing clubs now. Yeah. Oh, I caught it. The risk I run, right? We have these fishing clubs where everything's all gathered, and then some at specific locations, much like it is in Spain, because we got a lot of good feedback on that. So it's pretty cool. I'll take that Kerber. Let's go. I am using a smaller hook because the smaller hooks you catch everything, with the bigger hooks you can't catch the smaller ones. And I'm more along the lines of the fan of catch it all, big or small. Catch the small to make the big tall? I don't know. I like to sort through all of my small ones in the hopes I'll see some big ones spawn. Here, Jaxy, TK fishing trip. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm going to Sweden and I'll be there next week. And I check out of my hotel the following Saturday and I head to TK's house. So, yeah. If you don't know who TK is, that's Tree Kiwi. He was a community manager for a long time with Expansive Worlds. Became a very good friend of mine. Yeah. He's still a partner in our partner program. He's good dude. Keep an eye on his channel that weekend because I think we'll be doing something together at his house. It'll be fun. I'm great, Death Reaper. How are you, brother? I haven't talked to you in a minute, bro. Does anybody know I'm a game won't save past 2? Or where can I get some help with the issue, please? What do you mean save past 2? Like, as in you're restarting, it's starting at noon, you're in offline mode if it's doing that, right? That's something we've seen since South African release. And it was something that was put in because they weren't happy with the nights. I do believe that's going to be adjusted, but I'm not sure what you're referring, my friend. I'm also not support. I do my best to try and help. What I always recommend to people, the best way is to submit a ticket. I also try to steer people to our Discord so they can make a post in there in the bug reporting section. Our QA team monitors it regularly. In fact, every day I go over what's happening at work and I can see them talking about and linking the posts that you guys are making. So greatly appreciate that. Seriously, it helps more than you know. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. I'm just having a blast. I love just pulling them in like this. I don't get to do this often. You know? Most weeks I just go out and I focus on what the king of the catch is and I chase it down. This is what I wanted to do today. I wanted to come out and just pick a couple spots and slay, baby. Get some levels, get some fish, maybe get something nice, work out a few of the challenges. Oh, I should probably get some weeklies going. What do you think? Okay, let's... Okay, let's go. We will activate. Yes. We will activate. Yes. Always sort through the ones that you'll get with anything. Do I want bats? Do I want muggle? No. Let's look at the weekly here. Ja! Yeah! Trained all my life for that moment right there. Okay, maybe not. He's not a very big one. Jackson's Toy Club is still in construction, going to be added in the future, or as community event or something. What's the plan there? Borgrax? Oh, my man. I was wondering when somebody would directly ask me about that. Of course, I had my neither confirmed nor denied line ready and lined up, but that is for something to come. Something planned. That's in the works. I will leave it to you all to surmise what that could possibly be here in South Africa for another fishing club. That's the devs' little tease they put it. All right, on. Thank you for sending Lavender up. Appreciate it. Come on in. And you know what? The Discord's just a great place to hang out. There's some incredible folks. Take it with a grain of salt. It is an internet dwelling. But compared to other internet dwellings, it's pretty freaking amazing. I actually find myself spending a good bit of time in there and always, and not just moderating, just sort of catching up with everybody, and seeing what's going on. But we also offer a weekly competition in our Discord that's a ton of freaking fun. The competition is steep. Big shout out to our man Wedge. It's good to see him back to the community. And he's actually the current reigning King of the Catch champion. Like, it's no easy feat, man. And you guys who don't take part in it, if you get in there, you'll see. And those that do understand, the competition can be tight. But what it is a weekly comp that we run. We pick a species for that week, and basically the best wins. You hold the crown until the following week. You get a special color or role and badge, and you actually get your name immortalized in the Hall of Fame. That, like, let's face it, you know, a lot of things can come and go, but those servers, I mean, the Hunter server's been up for, what, 7 years now? So 7 years from now, if you've won King of the Catch, you're still going to be in that Hall of Fame. You are immortalized in our history. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. All the details are in the Discord. Go and check it out. It's just a little fun thing to get. Does backflame species on the angler dilute existing species? I'm racing there. Having species that honestly, Kyle, things are very, very different over here on the angler than they are the hunter. A lot of that has to do with that they are on a brand new engine. This is the latest engine for Apex, and they have a lot more at their disposal. So it works completely different than the hunter. Anyone else's screen go black? Oh, you're like Twitch or YouTube. What up, Rue? Good to see you, brother. Welcome, my man. Next merchandise means monogram like EW. Oh, I've still got them up, don't I? Go, yes. Okay, watch this. Multi-talented. I'm reeling with my left hand. I've got that bleed again. Look at that, right here. It's bugging me. Anyhow. All right, Drew. I'm gonna pack you away, buddy. All right. Don't look at me like that. Holy cow. Having way too much fun with that little guy. I can't wait to have him sitting here. I have one of these days, maybe we'll do, well, that would be on my own channel when I fire them up again, which I plan to do. But I have everything all set up here now, and I've got a spot right here for Robo Release. Yeah. With all my other little paraphernalia. It's one of my favorite. It's so, I don't know. I don't know. I got lots of them. I would say this is one of my favorites. If you've ever seen that, can you see that? Oh my goodness, we got the bleed again. What the heck? Dude, and then I've got this happening. Hold on. Adjustments on the fly. Oh, so it's either the chair goes or we get that little... It's the awkward lighting. This is why I'm going to move my studio. Anyhow, yeah, it's a little badge. I'm hoping to get something like that for the angler. What I do have that I don't... Oh, my son took it, that little bugger. He said he was going to set it up. No, he tucked it in the wrong spot. This is my favorite. This is awesome. I've shown this off before. It was something that was handed to the team for all the work, and actually some of our initial content creators who are partners who had gone out to help. And it's this cool little pack that I absolutely don't want anything to happen to. But it's got a really cool poster that I've actually got a frame now that I got just last week. And it's going to go up behind me, but now it's sat in there. It's creased for so long. Just a poster with our beautiful opening screen. And this is probably the best part of the whole thing. There's a couple other things in there, but this is really cool. My little tackle box. I love this thing. It's got a little compass, a little keychain in here, a little compass. How did it get dusty in here? And my little tool. So yeah, I'm actually I should put this in my gear bag. So yeah, why am I showing you this? Because I would like to see these things become regular merch available. That would be my dreams. Oh, I don't want to tuck that back in. I'm going to do that afterwards. I'm going to set it here now. My dreams and aspirations are to have a merch store because I've had so many of you push me about it for so long. I expected when that little guff, yeah, that guy landed that it was just gonna go gangbusters, but yeah, surprising. Yo, what up, Venom King? How you doing, man? What's that, Chris? What did I miss? Is there any news on any great one to tell? No, of course there's not. Wait, really? Come on now. I like my job. As I explained time and again, with that game, with this game, you know, with any company, we can't talk about anything until it's time, and you'll know because we'll have it on our socials and such. But hey, I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate the passion. There's, I suppose, no harm in asking, but I've tried to tell everybody there's nothing I can say at this point. What's your best tips for leveling up? Do missions leveling up fast? I'm pre-level 15, and it's slow going, so I'm stuck with the 5 foot. God, low test. I feel you, Culligan, man. There's a few things you can do. So obviously, I always like to tell everybody to do the missions when you first get started. For instance, like on Golden Ridge, doing the Golden Tour is going to take you around the map, unlock the areas, and just by visiting, you'll unlock all those fast travels. Once you've done that, honestly, there's a few things you can do. Now, if you want to progress at the same time as level, focus on the missions. Start doing all your missions. Get your, you know, your bronze, your silver, your gold. Get those, knock them all out. People like to refer to the bingo card. They like to finish a whole reserve before moving to the next. But once you've got a little halfway decent setup, head over to... This is what I prefer, and there's a few other options, because you can go and do the same on Spain, and actually you can't even do the same here on South Africa. But I like to head to Norway. I like to go and get the Hund, the whole rod and reel quest that you can get without owning the map. Head over there and get that. That actually is one of the best setups early game. It's going to take you to mid game until you get the better setups in game. And go and slay some salmon. The Atlantics, man, they are such good money at early levels. And with that setup, you're going to pull them in. Use the smaller size hooks, obviously, so you don't want to be catching the big guffs. You're going to get the odd one you won't be able to pull in, but you're going to fly through the levels. But there's actually many other ways you can do carp on Africa, or on Spain. Sorry, the carp are actually really well paying options, and they're a lot of fun too. And of course, here on Africa, as everybody's starting to discover, you know, when you look at the lineup, that's not the lineup. When you look, if you look at the lineup, I haven't even caught all that yet. Getting into the like the carp, this is gonna absolutely slay. You're gonna get a lot of good money on them. Same with this common carp. Carps just score well. They're heavy, and they give you a lot of XP and such. So yeah, actually, Bolt's talking to somebody else, but I'm gonna use that. Discord is a really great place. I mean, for everybody, but especially if you're starting out, there's lots of really helpful folks and people you can fish with. You know, might show you some of their secret honey holes on the maps. But also, you know, if you want tips and tricks on trying to get ahead, they'll absolutely pass them out there. I do want to move, but we're just slaying here at the moment, man. Man. It's tough. Best tips for bass. Well, location is key. Right? If you're looking for a diamond, location is key. As the community discovers these locations, you'll find them updated in the resource hubs. So if you're looking at something like, GRR, Golden Ridge Reserve, a lot of those have been found. A lot of those locations have been found that can be diamond hotspots where diamonds have been known to have been catched, coddled, sought after, and procured. So yeah, definitely go and check out the resource hub. It's a wealth of information. Big shout out to everybody who's contributed to that, to Wilson who tries to keep on top of it all and let's freaking go, baby. That's my best Kerper yet. I got a token out of it. I will take that token. Oh, I need him over here. That's awesome. Love it. And as you can see, like, I'm sorting through my fish right now. It's the method I've been pushing since the game launched. Do it obviously however you wish to do it, but I get the best results myself in the limited the time that I play, of course. You know. Yeah. Did I large? Oh, I missed that one too. Killer Kong. Killer Kong. What's up, brother? Is that Killer Kong from way back in the day? For real? But yeah, that's the best bet. Go and jump into the Discord, get into the resource hub, check out those spots. But don't use the diamond size hooks. Don't even use the gold hooks. I recommend silver and better hooks. Heck, even the bronze, if you're not getting all the bites, that means you probably got a lot of small guffs in that sort. There's a 5-10 without trolling motors. It's a 5-10 without trolling motors. With that, it'd be 10. All right, Murder Mafia. I mean, hey, to each their own. To each their own. We do know that is a big request, and it's something our devs have addressed. It'd be a really big ad, but you know, something we want to do and eventually get into the game. We have a lot. We have a big lineup of things we feel we need to bring. I think the most pressing at the moment that I hear from the community is rod holders. And correct me if I'm wrong there, but you know, it can only go off of the amount of volume that we hear from people. The amount of people, I should say, not the volume. Don't be loud. Nobody wants you screaming, yelling. Oh, no worries, Mafia. No worries, brother. Hey, dude, that's what I'm here for, my man. You know, I'm here to get to know everybody, but I'm also here to be able to address that stuff. Like, you know, we want you to know that we hear you guys. And all that aside, the most fishing I've done, so like, I've been fishing since I was young. It's always been just a fun hobby, but like, I've fished more than I've hunted, although hunting's I'm just saying, you know, big trips and everything. But I could just grab my rod and head down to Derby Reach, go toss in the water and hang out for a few hours. But we used to have a cottage on the Sunshine Coast, and it was a stocked lake. Man, we had kokanee for days, and like good-sized kokanee for a lake. Big lake, too. We used to have fishing derbies all the time, but we fished all the bloody time. We would go up there just to fish, and we trolled. We trolled with flies. My father-in-law, he figured out the best fly for that lake, and he tied them all himself. And we had more luck on that lake than anybody else, man. We used to upset some of our buddies up there because he wouldn't give out his flies, right? You know, I gave a few buddies, but they slayed. They absolutely slayed. It was amazing. That's what we did. You know, we had a little 12-footer, the 14 horse in the back, and would cavitate if we juiced it. It was just a touch big. Nice little work. But we made a trolling game. You know, we just MacGyvered it up, and a flap that came down, we gave her a pull and it locked into place, and it was a quiet engine. It was great, man. It was great. I would get up every morning and go fishing, and then we'd go and wakeboard and eat. Then we'd go to ski bay and wakeboard, and end of the day we'd fish right till it got dark, man. Lots of fishing. I miss it so much. So yeah, I want trolling motors, probably more than anything. I think the trolling motors and fish finder need to kind of go hand in hand. Right? That's just me. It's a 70-pound carp on Aguas Claras, a rare catch. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. I'm not sure offhand what the record is. It's around that. I think it's like 73, 72, 73. You'd have to check the sheet. I don't have it memorized, but that's pretty big, dude. Holy. Like in bass fishing, you normally fish the shoreline, and trolling motors are 100% essential. I get it. Really. So, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we were faced with a lot of challenges making the first open world fishing game. I mean, it made sense for us with the Apex engine. This engine was built for open world game development. So, you know, there was that, and it seemed like a no-brainer for us. Like once it was decided to do, hit it, I see you down there. I see you. So there were some challenges, and we didn't have everything, obviously, at release that we wanted. So you're right. It'll take time to flesh it out and add the things that we want. But we've seen the release cadence. Oh, it tickles. Nice. That our devs have set in place. Like they're pushing it out pretty quick, and a lot's come to the game since release, and there's a lot planned. So yeah, thank you for being patient and supporting us as we go, and giving the feedback, man. It's honestly, I love our this is what I love about our community. I think it's just because we all get along so well that we're able to just say, hey, we'd like this. And the team goes, okay, we hear you. You know, like, I'm a gamer. I don't have that relationship anywhere else, you know? My dad had a place in Crystal River. I would spend the whole summer catching bass and redfish for my kayak. Great times. Oh, no, man. Colgan, man, it just gave me goosebumps. I would sometimes go out in the canoe by myself in the mornings when it was, like, just so serene, especially in, like, the winter. Because you got that, like, well, leading into winter, fall, end of fall. Oh, look at him race in there. He hungry. Hit a hungry boy. I would head out the odd time, and it was so serene. That mist on the water. I'd actually go to a little spot called Turtle Bay on our lake. I would fish just outside of Turtle Bay. The turtles were long gone. People used to grab them and take them back to their place. Oh, why are all the turtles gone? Well, I wonder why. But it was a great location, and there's a little creek in there. So, because it was a bay with a narrow mouth, it was busy, and it shallowed up, right? And especially during the rain, running our, trolling back and forth. I literally do laps back and forth there, and hit something on every other pass, man. And you just keep releasing because we'd keep some, right? I would always keep the biggest. Although I got screwed on that a few times, you pull one in, you're like, yes, and then you get a bigger one, but this one's dead. Oh, well, I had to throw that back. What was really unnerving is during the salmon run, we would get a lot of bears. You'd get a lot of bears. There's a spot where we would walk upstream. We'd beach the boat in this kind of swampy area in the corner of Ruggles Bay, which is where we were, and we would walk in to this beautiful little clearing, and it was sort of the edge of it was where the lake ended, and then it went upstream. And when the salmon were running, you would get them all going. Well, if it's pink, you got to throw it back, right? But oh my goodness, the action in there, and you'd often see the remains of fish, and only once did we ever actually run into a bear on the lake, and that was unnerving, because you got a fishing rod, not a rifle. Booch, what up, brother? Having an awesome day. Oh, man, I'd love to hear you loving South Africa. Having a pretty good day. I had to sort some things for my trip this morning. This stuff always comes up right before streams. But it's all squared away. The hotel is sorted now. So that's good. I will be on the shores of Sweden. Sunday, man. It's going to be great. I'm not looking forward to the travel. There's always, I love to fly. I love the landing. I love the takeoff. But it's the airports, it's the layovers, it's the 26 and a half hours it takes me to get there. I'm not looking. Everything else is great. Love to be able to tie flies in the game for fly fishing. Design your own flies. You know what, Kip? I got to tell you, man. Is that Kip from Discord, by the way? Curious. We don't get a lot of Kips. I'm not sure if that's Kip from Discord. I know, like, Russian fishing has some craft your own flies. I always thought that was kind of cool, but I have things that I would have liked to have seen a little different. It's a great game, but I think if we ever were to try and tackle something like that, I'm sorry. I'll try not to do that in the future. We'd definitely put our own flair on it. I'd love to see that. I think it's engaging, being able to craft your own stuff. I mean, I'm not good at tying flies. Bloody terrible. But I used to love sitting with the thing on my lap and sitting there, old man. It was my father-in-law. It was like one of the few times we ever bonded. Either that or I was building stuff with them. It was the only times we ever bonded. Otherwise, I was just the guy, his daughter, which isn't good, right? So yeah, it was a real bonding experience. I was terrible at tying him. I've got hams and trying to use his tweezers. Much respect to those of you that can tie your flies well. You're all champs in my books. But I would love that. I think that would be great. Are there any plans to add rare fish like albino or leucistic? Minion, that is something that I've actually seen the conversation in Discord and the passion behind it. And that's been imparted to our devs. I can tell you initially that wasn't really the focus at that point, but I know there's been considerations on it because like folks like yourself have brought it up and we're like, man, that could be really, really cool. So is that something we're adding right now? No, it is not currently in development, but I could neither confirm nor deny. Could be something we see in the future, because it would be really, really cool. I mean, look what they did with the legendaries, right? Oh my goodness, what is happening? My camera's inching over, and you guys, you're all just like incredible folks that don't want to tell me that I'm being a rookie with things over here. Oh, there's a different Kip. There's two Kips. They're right beside each other. Kip, you're multiplying. Oh, man. You see the pics that people are posting of animals like deer and squirrels in the angler? I know. Where are they coming from? I can't find them. I wanted to go and find one to show it on stream. But I don't know if our devs are having fun with us or what's happening. I honestly, my gut tells me that we have such an expansive team from around the world. I thought I could pull that together. I really couldn't. I think that these are things that are being tested and that maybe some of our team has left in. So we have these things called craft days. Am I allowed to talk about this? Can I say this? I don't even know. No one's giving me a handbook on this stuff. But we have craft days. And what that is basically is our team members get a day where they get to work on something they want to work on. I freaking love that our company does this. And honestly, we've seen some passion projects make it into our games. So maybe that's something that came from there. I'm not entirely sure. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that oh yeah, this, that, or the other. I'm just being straight. It caught me so off guard, but they've done that to me. And I swear it's to get a reaction out of me and out of you guys. So I don't know. I haven't seen them yet. I've seen the pics that the community sent out. I think I might have been the first one it got sent to. I was floored. And I'm like, I don't know if I should say anything about this. And then I saw our mods were talking about it. And then I saw it in some other circles. I'm like, holy man, it'd be pretty cool, right? That's something we've all asked for some time. But, you know, our devs have always told us there's other things that need to be put ahead. That's why I think maybe it's something that's been a passion project. Please tell the devs to keep adding things to the game, but not telling us about it. So have shadow drops, so we discover them organically. It's so much fun. Well, some of that we can do and some of that we can't. Now, like when a new reserve comes, you know, it's been our standard practice to close to release to reveal the species lineups. We kind of have beats we hit, if you've noticed, right? You know, a little teaser goes out, and then we do a stream. And on the stream, yes, about time. On the stream, we go and we show certain things, a little bit here and a little bit there. That's all part of our wrap up. But what you're saying, I love the idea, and there's that was worth the wait, baby. Oh yeah. Do I have time to move somewhere? I actually want to go. I want to go here to the bridge. Crew. All right. Let's see. Can we fish off this side? I'm going to assume we can. Well, let's go. Files can pick apart bodies of water that were... Flies! I read files, Rue. Who are you replying? What are we saying? What's that for? I need context. Check it. Check it whenever, but I just had smallmouth I caught last year. Good stuff, brother. Nice. Until they add beer and movable seat. It's just doesn't feel... Well, dude. I don't want beer in game. I want it right here. You know? We couldn't put beer in the game. And then you'd have to be, you know, legal drinking age and all the places we release the stuff and the things, you know? What's up, brother? Good to see you, my man. Okay, let's actually try a different bait now. I've been avoiding all the bait charts. I didn't want to know any of the stuff, any of the things. Let's throw a minnow on and see what we do here. I don't like all the knowledge I get from the company, unfortunately. So who's Robert Ducky Jr.? Actually, that was for testing. That's something the team uses. It was left on the markers. Yeah. I saw the conversation about it. Like, it's a tool they use, and it's the name of the tool. So it's just the remnants. It's literally just the name left there. But you know, our team uses different tools that they create for testing and developing. So yeah, hey, it's clever though, right? Our team's got a pretty good sense of humor. There's a small mouth pulling in a silver. Let's see if we can get something a little bigger. Let's go. Hey, is it possible to have 41 red deer zones on TR? There's no set amount of zones, and number of zones don't even matter. And the more you discover, the more you need to look after. Some misconceptions about all that in the community. But that's for another day. Best thing would be them adding secret fish to each reserve that we only find via fishing. Could you imagine? Could you imagine that, Tori? Almost like animals running around the reserve. It's possible. It's possible. And currently, I want to almost say probable. Let's go, spotted bass. Back in you go. What's that? The animation of the capture screen. African Eels top drawer. Oh, Rebel, isn't it? I know, man. They crushed that. You know, honestly, what do you guys think? Let me know in chat here right now. What do you think? Favorite fish on South Africa? Give me your top three. Top three. I would have to say, wrong buttons. Obviously, for me, it's, and a lot of you, where he is, the tigerfish. The shark-toothed catfish, I need to say, is one of them. Oh, yeah! Hold on. Let me just pull this bad boy up here. My gear setup's way too big. I'm not getting what I like. But I'll take it. Another silver. Okay, hold on. Let me do that before, because it's just going to keep happening to me. Would be my catfish. Where are you? The eel. Right there. Sorry. The eel's just, how could you not like the dang eel, right? And the tigerfish. Those would be my three. Probably tigerfish first. Probably eel, then catfish, but there's something about these guys that I just love, man. I don't know. Watch the video. Like, I watch a lot of fishing. I watch a lot of hunting stuff. So all my shorts on YouTube, the majority of them, I'd say like 80% is hunting or fishing shorts. And Buddy had an old crooper. It was old. It was like, you need to toss it. So he was going out to his little pond. This was a tiny freaking pond. And he reached in. He started slapping the water with it. And the size of these bloody catfish that were coming up, I was shocked. I did not know they could get that big in such a small confines. I was shocked. And a snapping turtle kept grabbing the damn thing. Some of you might have seen this. And he eventually grabs the turtle because it had it in his mouth. Good luck getting it out. He nearly lost a finger in his process. He ends up holding it down there, holding the turtle to hold the fish to get the catfish to bite it. It was freaking hilarious. If you know, you know. I'm sure some of you have seen that. How's the New Africa map on here? Loving it, Joey. I'll let the community answer on that one. But so far, really, really good reception on it. Yeah, totally, Timothy. That's what it was. Robert Ducky Jr., like Robert Downey Jr. I thought it was amazing, man. I really did. They just... very clever folks, man. They're witty. People would be menaced as a beer was in game. Would have to have wardens with UI. Yes, we would need UI checkpoints. And we'd have to have an age restriction. And that's not something to do. That's how you get bites, Caitlin. I know, right? Yep. That's how she goes. Well, MD, you know, honestly, brother, when I play, this is how it goes. But when I'm streaming, I'm always so focused on other things, and I hate getting the gears. For those of you that know me, know me that I like to excel as a gamer. And every now and then, you need to flex a little. So we're just slaying. That's what I wanted to do today. Just wanted to slay, dang it. Common card, mirror carpet, the catfish. Nice, nice. I dig it. Awesome, Demon Dragon. That's a good lineup, actually. I love seeing the card. Love seeing it. African tigerfish, canary kerper. That was your first diamond. Nice, Chowder Hunter. And the grass carp. Okay. Tigerfish, canary kerper, eel. Nice, Connor. Nice. I see. Very similar. A lot of it's very similar. Kerpers, carp. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's hard not to enjoy carp, right? You know? Tigerfish, spotted bass, and grass carp. That's a great lineup. More graphic updates planned. Yeah, absolutely. We are always working to improve. And we have some stuff up our sleeves planned. Sharp tooth catfish looks like a burbot. Hey, maybe that's what it is, Bungus. Maybe that's where it's kind of like, something different here. As far as catfish go, I really like it. Oh, congrats. It's spicy. Nice. Eel, catfish, clarion. Yeah, that's a great lineups, man. So a lot of us are on the same page there. They are. I was actually wondering if anyone was going to say the mirrors, because they're pretty cool, man. They look very, very pretty. How much does the bobber depth make a difference in fish caught? So when I drop my hook down when I'm using a bobber, what I've personally seen, there has to be certain things I don't want to ask our devs about, right? So this is one of them, and this is just from experience. When I'm up higher with my hook when I'm using a bobber, I don't seem to have the same attraction. When you drop it down, you've got more. It's going down further. And you still got that attraction above. Limiting yourself when it's up high, you don't get that above. Because if you ever go to one of the lakes where you can see the fish, like on GRR, where you can see them where it's shallow when they come up high, you can see that they move at different depths. So I want those guys up top as well. So that's why I drop it down lower. You'll still have luck otherwise. There's also some locations where you can float fish instead of bottom fishing because it's so shallow. So if you drop it right down. The yellowfish biting on those minnows. Nice, nice. Running out of time. Spotted bass, shark tooth, catfish, and tigerfish. Nice, Venom King. I dig it. Great lineup. Great lineup. Spotted bass. It's cool to see that on your list there. Does the depth make a difference on fish type or size? Depths do play a role in this game. They do. Your depths depict where some of the fish will be hanging out. This is really the only place where temperatures come into play. God, I even hate saying that. I feel like all the tin hats go on when I say temps. If you don't know, don't concern yourself. But there was a funny time for a while where people were just so obsessed with the temps. And I don't blame them. They thought they were onto something, but it's just currently not a way to track anything. But the temps do change at different elevations at certain times of day. That's why at one time it's just, you'll never be able to map it. And it really isn't important because the fish are, I can't say that, but there's other things, so it doesn't matter. So yes, I guess to the extreme, Lakers, you're not going to catch up at the top. You're going to get them at the bottom, right? So there's a lot of fish that are bottom fish. You got to go deep. There's some fish that have traits that they like to be up in the more shallower water where they're in the riverbeds, that sort of. Yo, what up, Crow? Good to see you. Oh my goodness, my eyes keep watering. I apologize. I don't know what's going on, man. Can't stop watering. Hard reading today. What's going on, Crow? Good to see you, my man. Hey, welcome in, Schrader. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, my man. You should probably have the color next to your name. You just hit level 137 today. Holy Kip, that's awesome, dude. Seriously, that's an achievement. That is, that's some serious dedication to fishing because, man, those high levels, like, you're flexing at that level. It's true. I love our progression system, and I love how when you get those high levels, man, and you come on a map, people notice. It's like that whole right to flex, if you know what I'm saying. God, that's a gorgeous fish. Look at the colors, man. Let's get a better look at that. Like, and the gleam, the shine on the scales. Sometimes you just got to take a moment and soak it in. But that's the moments have come to an end today, my friends. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for indulging me in just a cast and catch frenzy. It's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have some fun and just go out and slay. Thank you all for being patient with us as we work through the known issues list. It has been updated. If you want to go and check it out, you'll find it in the Discord. We've got it linked in various areas on our actual website, the official website. And we have some more improvements coming. Again, we are very pleased to see that a lot of the crashing has improved. It's not fixed completely. We do know that some of you are still experiencing it, and it has our focus. I can assure you that. As I mentioned earlier, if you're enjoying South Africa, you'd be doing us a huge bonus if you could go and let us know what you think about it on the Steam reviews. It has a big impact on our game. But most importantly, my friends, you know, thank you for coming and hanging out here. We're live every Wednesday for some fishing adventures. Normally, we're out with the community, and we encourage everybody to come and join us. And we even sometimes have fishing derbies. Every Tuesday, we come out here for a hunt, and it's a good old time. Next week, maybe a disruption to our streams. Gone but not forgotten, hopefully. I will be in Sweden, which is really freaking cool. If I can make it happen, I'll stream from the streaming room there. But I do know we have a lot of workshops and things planned for next week, so which is my purpose for going there. So bear with us. We will most likely return for a angler stream the following week. I won't be making a hunter stream. I will be jet to the lagged. Aside from that, come and join us in the Discord. Make sure you follow us on all of the socials to keep up to date on everything and to hear things first. If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe, hit the follow, do it with two hands if you gotta. And don't forget about this little bad boy. Man, I hope he makes it. First stab at merch. Hope it works out. Much love from your bearded brother. Catch you guys all soon. See you in the Discord. Can we ever get enough of this South African music? Seriously, I need to go to Liverpool and shake Chris's hand. He's done an amazing job here. I just play it all day long, man. I do.